Hey dolls, it's Theodore here. I'm back. Sorry I had to take last week off, but obviously most of you know I was getting married. It went perfectly, but I will be sharing a lot more about that with you guys very, very soon. All my dolls will be in the know on all the fun with the wedding. But tonight, I definitely want to jump into Ask Theodore Thursdays and answer some fabulous questions about hair. All right, the first question. Hey, I love your channel. Thank you. You work really hard on it over here. Okay, so I have a question about the ombre hair. Mainly, I'm blonde. I mean, I have blonde highlights on my mousy hair, but I really like the ombre hair. Is there a possibility of doing this to my hair to have the ombre effect without necessarily dyeing my hair dark and then adding ombre? Or is there a newer version in lighter shades? XOXO Joanna from Poland. All right, Joanna, there is absolutely blondes with ombre. What you have to do is grow out some of the mousiness in your hair, but you basically want to grow it out in the mid back of your hair and keep face framing highlights around your face. That's really the ombre that I'm loving right now, is where it does have like a face framing element to it, but you still have that beautiful depth that ombre gives you. And by all means, you can absolutely do it as a blonde. So give it a shot and let me know what you think. All right, the next question. Theodore, I need help. I have naturally curly hair that I have blow fried. Yes, she said blow fried. That is probably my new favorite word of the quarter. Blow fried. This is brilliant. Okay, I have blow fried my hair straight since I was 7. A few months ago, I noticed the top of my forehead was not curly after I washed it. Like the rest, whenever I wear my hair curly, that one area is straight, frizzy, and limp. Why did this happen and what is going on? P.S. I love your videos. Allison from New York. Well, Miss Allison, over the years, your hair texture is going to change. They say that your hair texture does actually change every 7 years. Now, obviously, that doesn't happen overnight, so you generally aren't going to notice it. But what happens is our hormones change and just the environment around us, everything changes so much that our hair is going to change. Now, it's not going to go from curly to straight or straight to curly, but it seems to me like what you're experiencing is just a slight shift in your texture that has probably been happening over time. It's nothing to be concerned about, but there's no way that you can blow dry your hair so much that all of a sudden it's straight. That just does not happen. Your hair is either curly or it is straight, and it is changed with chemicals or it's changed with water. When you blow dry your hair, you're changing it with water. When you straighten your hair with like a Brazilian straightener or something like that, you're straightening your hair with chemicals. So those are really the only two ways to change the curl pattern in your hair. Otherwise, you're having like hormonal things and your hair texture is changing naturally, which sounds like what's happening here. So that is what's going on. Don't fear it. If you need to add a little bit of curl with some product or with a curling iron, by all means do that, but totally normal, nothing to worry about. The last question is, Theodore Thursdays are so helpful. I love them. That is why we do them. Yay! I've been dyeing my hair for 4 years now. Black is such a plain color. I always tend to have a problem with matching my roots exactly with the rest of my hair color. All of my hair colors are in the lighter range, like golden or light brown. Just recently, I went a longer period of time without doing my roots, and I tried to use bleach, and it turned out not so fantastic. The roots were closer to my scalp, were lighter, and the roots that were further away turned out darker. What is a foolproof way to get roots that match the rest of your hair color without going to a salon? Thanks, Alice. Alice, I'm here to tell you, your color needs have far exceeded what I would ever recommend someone doing at home. I know exactly what happened to your roots. You got what we call hot roots. What happened is you painted the bleach on your scalp and mid shaft. So basically, here's your scalp, and then anything after that is your mid part. So your scalp took heavier, lighter, because you have heat. So the heat from your scalp accelerated the product, therefore making it lighter. The mid shaft, the mid part of your hair, didn't have as much heat and probably didn't even have as much product. So what you had is an uneven lightening situation, which in a salon we call hot roots. Now, in the salon, what I would recommend to do if you are a professional colorist is to actually put that lightener on, lightener bleach, put that on the mid shaft first, and then go through and retouch the roots because they lift really fast. Obviously, that's a really complicated process for you to do yourself at home, so I'm not recommending that you do that at home. I'm recommending that you go to a really good expert colorist that can handle what you need, but that's what went wrong. I'm not surprised to see that at all, but it seems to me that your at-home color needs are starting to exceed what I would recommend for someone to do at home, okay? So that's the story. This was Ask Theodore Thursdays. I actually took you guys downstairs. We're in the lounge kind of hanging out because it's nighttime. I literally had like the last hour of the evening that I'm awake to do Ask Theodore Thursdays today. And so I came down here because I could adjust the lighting better, and Matt's upstairs relaxing. So I just thought it'd be fun to show you a new part of the cottage. I'm going to be doing a home tour really soon. There's lots of really fun things happening on the channel now that the wedding is behind us, and it's a fabulous memory that I can't wait to share with you all. I'm going to have more time to focus on all my dolls and all the fun things to do here on YouTube. So until next time, bye dolls!